Hello, my name is Luke.
Amazing. Who are you, Luke?
I'm me. I run my own business. I'm a fabricator by trade, welding up cars, exhaust, metal, gate, farm, whatever. I'm a weld anything up, make random stuff. So the charity is called JB and Me, and it was started back in March of 2020. Basically, it started with a teddy bear. And basically, the idea of the bear, it's got a colour changing heart on it, so when you cuddle it, the heart changes colour, so the bear essentially knows that you're talking to it. And you can basically give off messages to loved ones that you've lost or whatever else. But the charity is basically aimed at helping the wider family, helping children, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, for people that have lost someone close to them that there is no additional help for, because there's a lot of people that are close to their nans, their granddads, and they still struggle, but there is no help for the 5-year-old that struggles, or the 8-year-old that's missing his nan, or you only got mum and dad. And we decided that someone needed to do something. After I lost my 2-year-old nephew, it was a case of, well, there was no support for my 6-year-old son at the time, and as I say, my sister, who was 9 at the time, and it was a case of, well, we need to do something to help the wider family.
What's behind you?
Well, it's a movie prop from the Disney film Cars. James's favourite car was Lightning McQueen, as all 2-year-olds do. They love cars and Disney, whatever, anything Disney they all love. And obviously the family that we are, we're into cars, track days, whatever else. I want to say it came to us, someone basically approached us and said, look, I've got this car, it's been sat here for years, no one's doing anything with it, do you want it for the charity? Obviously we're not going to turn that opportunity down because of what it is. So they basically donated it to the charity for us to use exactly as we are. We're not here to sell it on to make millions of pounds. We're not interested. The car's not for sale and never will be for sale all the time it's with us. Well, as you can see, the car's been left abandoned for some time. And it's missing so many different parts that it requires: wheels, spoiler, windows, exhaust, just so many parts have been taken off it. I'm guessing for people to hang in their garage or whatever it may be. They've obviously kept them for some reason, but obviously we can't take it to car shows on steel wheels and missing spoilers. It's not a good look. Now with this, it's one of them. We're a small trust. We haven't got the financial backing to be able to go, yeah, we'll invest X amount of money in getting a set of wheels, we'll invest this money in getting that. Making the stuff isn't quite so bad, but it's actually getting the material and it's getting everything else, and that's where we're struggling, because we haven't got the financial support behind us. We haven't got that help. We basically fund everything out of our own pockets as a family. Now, that's not necessarily a problem if it was a whole car. If it was just service and maintaining, it wouldn't be an issue. Just keeping it clean, keeping it tidy, keeping everything moving, that would be fine. But actually rebuilding it and bringing it back to life needs some money, needs some time, and that's the biggest problem. That's what we haven't got, is the money side of it, and investing that actually into it to getting everything that we need. And that's all we're asking for, is the help to get him back to how he should be, so he can attend whatever. If he can attend a funeral, you can attend a hospice. You have film stars that attend hospices, and it makes headline news that, oh, I don't know, a football player attended this and see this person because it was his favourite celebrity. Well, Mcqueen, in my eyes, is a child celebrity. They watch him on the telly. It's no different from watching a football player play football or a rugby player play rugby. It's something that they watch on telly. So in their eyes, it's their own idea of a famous person coming to visit them. If it makes someone happy, that's the biggest thing, is to put a smile on someone's face where they're struggling, where they're in the worst time of their life, effectively.
I'm Sue, I'm James's nan.
And I'm Rebecca, I'm James's mum.
James was a little live wire. From the minute he come out, we knew he was here. He was advanced with everything he did, his speech, his walking, crawling, You know, when James walked in the door, the whole place lit up. He lived his life. In the 2.25 years we had him, it was like he'd been here forever. He just, as you say, he was...
Mad, wasn't he?
Toast, didn't he? Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
He certainly is. When you hear about these different things about when people pass away, and they always say, you know, they've made such an impact, and James made a big impact, and not just on us, but on people around him. It wasn't just us. We took him anywhere. Everyone remembered James. He was just that type of child. The charity is called JB and Me. It's actually a charitable trust at the moment. We hope to get into a charity once we've raised the funds to do that. So JB is James Bear, and he's a little bear with a white shirt on that has a colour-changing heart, heat-reactive heart. And the idea is that the child at night can sit there and hold their bear, put their hand on the heart and speak to it. As we all know, children talk to stuffed animals, and you know, they don't want to talk to mum, don't want to talk to dad, aunties, uncles, because they don't upset them what they have to say. And sometimes at night they just want to talk to like a star or something, and the idea is they can talk to James Bear, they can tell him, can you let Nanny know I love her, can you let Mummy know, Daddy know, whatever, whoever it is, that they've got that thought, and hopefully bring that child some peace when they're in bed that night. In 2020, just before COVID hit and shut the world down, we held a fun day, and it was just things like children's games. Art's a big part of what we do, because that was a big part of James. Art, yoga, meditation, we had all children doing things like that for the day.
A lot of music stuff as well.
Yep. And through that one fun day, we managed to help over 70 families with James Bear. And Becky wrote a book illustrating the bear. And we then send the bear out in his own little bag. So the bear goes, the book goes.
Wristbands and things like that.
Just, I say, over 70 families have been helped up to now by James Bear. And if we can do that from one fun day, what could we achieve with more help, with more support? It's insurmountable. We could do so much. I would like to see him rolling. I would like him to have wheels on, a spoiler, windows. I would like his stickers done. Literally the first phase, so that next Christmas we can take him wherever you need to. Christmas markets, who knows? It's just
to put smiles on people's faces, sort of thing.
Yeah. So I think the best thing is when he's out and about, like when we picked him up, people's reaction, you know, children, it's like, Mcqueen's there, and everyone wants to come over, and you know, everyone's surprised by how big he is. He's a real life character. He's true to life, and yeah, we want to just see him rolling. We want to see him looking like he did the day at the film premiere.
As with everything on social media, everyone likes to have their 50 pence worth. They put their little bit of money. Oh, I know where it come from. I know it's irrelevant. In my eyes, I don't care where it come from, who owned it before me, who's got it. It's now owned by the charity. It was donated to the charity, and that is it. It doesn't belong to anyone else. We don't owe anyone anything for it. It was donated to us, and that is the end of it. There's so many rumours, there's so many theories that, oh, you owe this person this, you owe this person that. We don't owe anyone nothing. At the end of the day, it was donated to us. That person may do, they may not. I don't know the full backstory of before we was approached to basically own it, but from our point, we don't owe anyone anything at all. There's no, we haven't signed any contract to say, oh, well, if you use this car, you have to make this for me. If you use, it's irrelevant. All of it's completely irrelevant. This car is owned by the charity, solely by the charity, and that is it. And all its purpose is to do is to help everyone else. Not for my personal benefit, it's to help everyone else, anyone who's struggling in life. So if anyone can help us out in any way, then feel free to contact us on our social media platform, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any one of them. We'll really appreciate the help and support. And obviously, if anyone does get in contact, we'll get back to you. Really appreciate you watching, and thanks for your time.
I remember when I got that call that 2 babies were here, filled with joy and happiness, but not for long it would appear. And out came James, a beautiful boy, eyes open, not missing a thing, unaware of his life ahead and the laughter and joy he'd surely bring. Up and walking in just months, his voice shouting out loud and clear. Bedtime chats with Uncle Luke, where James spoke loud for him to hear.